Hi, in this video I'm going to be making a curved chain with extended links. I kind of pronounced the name and I'm not going to try, but it's this. I'm doing this for my slime shady pendant, as I've got more pendants than chains at the minute. I started by taking 2mm round wire, and on one side I wrapped it around a 10mm diameter drill bit, which was too large for the long links, and for the small links I used a 5mm diameter, which was also too big. After making my coils, I separated the two and then I cut down them to give us my links. This was some of the biggest wire that I'd ever cut up until this point, and it was very difficult to do, so I do think I needed a bigger saw blade. For the big links I soldered them up individually and then I squashed them down with my pliers, but I always kept the drill bit in the middle, which I used for the small links, so I could never squash them down smaller than that. Here I'm using a file just to take a bit out of this groove in my soldering block, just so I can fit the links in. Once I had made all the big links, I began putting it together and then soldering the rest of them up. Before the twist, I put the chain in the acid. This was to remove any oxides that were on the chain, which might have been stuck there and the acid might have been unable to get to after I'd done the actual twist. I then did the twist and I tried to do it in sections, so I would do a section of all the small links and then I would do one of the big ones, and I did this all the way up the chain. I then nailed the chain and put it in some duct tape and hammered it, which meant that the links were actually squishing together so they would lie much nicer. But I had to use candle wax since I can't really get much stuff at the minute, and I didn't have any other proper stuff, which wasn't too bad because I wasn't putting too much stress on it the way I had to file, but it wasn't great. Filing was another issue of having these links too long, because when I was trying to file up and down the whole chain in one go, it was meaning that the file was slipping off where the small links were down onto the big ones and damaging them, so I had to file it in sections of the small links. After filing, I then sanded it up to 600 grit, just to mainly get all the file marks out and ready for polishing. I then repeated the other side and put it in the acid again. I then nailed it to the other side of my board I used for the wax, and then I've run it through the polishing machine. I find this works best for making these types of chains. After this, there wasn't too much. I am waiting for some more silver so I can do a box clasp, but for some reason I just decided to add a lobster one. But I had an odd number of long links, so I thought to keep it symmetrical, I'll cut one of them in half and I'll have the clasp there. So I cut that one in half, and then I took little pieces of 2mm square and soldered them to it. I then filed and sanded them so all would flow well together, and then just added a couple more pieces and added the clasp. I then threw it in the acid, and I didn't bother doing a final polish because it was far too hot already. And then in my shed it's even worse, and I've got to put on extra clothes to keep me other ones clean. It's just a nightmare. So I will be leaving the final polish until when I do my slime shady pendant. And that's it for this video. Thank you for taking time out your day to watch us. I am done with slime shady now actually. I am just editing it, and it is a while because there was a lot, and a lot of it's just boring, so I'm figuring out what to show you and what not to. But if you look closely at this frame, slime shady is on that huge pile of silver, just not very clearly. After that, I've got 2 new videos already starting to be worked on. But if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you shortly.